Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bethany. I'm a homeschooling mom to 5 kids, and this is our 9th year homeschooling. It's so exciting. I can't believe I'm even saying that. And it's also the first year all 5 of my kids are actually doing structured learning. And so I will have a preschooler, a 1st grader, a 3rd grader, a 5th grader, and a special needs student. So stay tuned for all of those videos. But today we're going to be talking about what my 1st grader is using. If you want to see what I've done in the past, go check out my old playlist. And you can see if you have any questions for me, leave them down below. There'll also be a lot of information in the description box. And I can't wait to dive into what we're going to be doing this year. So it is a new homeschool year, and you know, it's just so exciting getting all the new curriculum. I don't know about you, but I am kind of like a curriculum junkie, and I love talking curriculum. And so I'm just so excited to get all of this stuff shown to you guys. My 1st grader, this will be her 1st year doing the Bob Jones University online lectures. Last year she did BJU kindergarten, which we did really well. She actually excelled and got done in March. And so for the latter part of the year, I was really just pulling from some other stuff that I had laying around, because it really was kind of after the halfway point and it wasn't ready for me to go ahead and just order another kit and let her do 2 things in 1 year. I really wanted to reinforce some of those reading skills and things like that so that she could be better set on the right foot. But she's determined. She's like, I'm going to finish early this year. So we'll see if that happens, and I will go ahead and just order the next kit. So this year she is going to be doing the online with lectures. Familiar with how BJU works. This is not the academy. This is the full kit with online videos. So they watch the instruction and I am the facilitator. I also grade all the work, do all the read alouds, obviously answer any of the questions. So I think a lot of people get confused, but that is what it is. Like, you're still teaching them. I'm just not doing all of the lecture instruction. So for that, I ordered the complete homeschool kit for 1st grade. I'm going to show you for math. It came with a manipulative pack. These are all like perforated counters and stuff like that in here. It also comes with a workbook. And what I like about the workbooks is I just have them not rip them out. And that way, whenever I'm doing the grading, I can just go from page to page to page and it all stays together. And then at the end of the year, I do keep records. I print off all the records from the Homeschool Hub. I will speak about the Homeschool Hub in a different video. I print off the records from there, and then I keep like reviews and tests. Something about the online videos is they come with handouts. And so I put them in these little small binders. And they're not for every day, but a lot of times the teacher will do some type of activity with them during the lecture. And I will say, like, day 65, this is for day 65. And then the next day, that's also day 65. She's doing days of the week. And they will, like, this one's day 43. So I also keep the test in here for 1st grade, and the answer key is still in like the cellophane. The answer keys are also on the Homeschool Hub as well. So that comes with that. The next thing that she is going to be doing is the family and community. This is the heritage studies for the 1st grade, and it came with a workbook as well and a activity workbook. And so I have the handouts in front and then everything that was in the activity workbook back here. So the activity workbook, the reason that I took this out is because it was one of those books. So this is the textbook. It was one of those that were perforated, and through the year it's just going to start falling out. So I just go ahead and put that all together in one book for her. Now, this is it's a little bit bigger. This is the student handouts for the phonics, the reading, and the handwriting. And I just have them in here sectioned out. And I'm assuming that they do all of these lectures together because this says phonics and reading handouts. For the phonics and reading, I guess I'll show all those. The reading comes with these reading textbooks, A through F, and they are stories. I don't know if you can see that. Stories, they're all stories. And so you get quite a few of those. They also come with readers that they will be doing book links for. And if you're unfamiliar with a book link, I can actually do a video just for these, but they have worksheets in here, and it's kind of like a really drawn out, well in-depth book report, like for comprehension. And the books are at different levels. So there's like an easy, a mid, and a hard. Obviously the one that's a little hard will be almost second grade, and it's towards the end of the year. So it progresses with their reading level. The reading also comes with a work text that they work through, and this is what it looks like. It's all about reading comprehension, the work text. This is the handwriting for first grade, and they are just doing manuscript practice here. And the phonics comes with two books, the work text and the practice. And it's just all phonics. Phonics work. Colorful. It's so pretty. I love it. She also will be doing spelling 1. So I have the binder with the handouts and the spelling in here. The spelling handouts work a little bit different. So they do have a handout almost every day that they're doing. So they have they always start with spell it, practice it, know it, and I believe the know it's are the test pages. And it's got, this is the spelling workbook. And here you can see kind of easy words, fill in the blanks, word searches, things like that. The last thing for the BJU kit is the science. Now, this is Logos Science, and I did their science years ago, and I loved it. I'm pretty sure it was like the first edition, and I loved it for one of my kids. So I'm so excited to get the updated version, but it comes with a work text. And then like the other one, I have the assessments in the front, the handouts, and then the student work text is all in here. And I actually am going to be doing for her, printing out the list of materials that she needs and putting everything in a box for the labs, because I am the world's worst about not having like a piece of the experiment and be like, oh, we can't do that today because I don't have it. So before school starts, Mom is going to get all that together and I'm going to be on top of my game. So I will have a printable list on my website, Wild and Gathered, for you guys to get for the lab science. If you want to create your own. They do sell a kit that's comprised of all of the lab things that you will need, but I'm just going to be creating that myself for her. Called me for any amount of time, then you know that I used to do group studies with my kids. We used to do science and history as a group together, and my kids do miss doing that, even if we love the structure of the Bob Jones. So what we're doing is, on Friday afternoons, I am not going to be doing the science or history, and we will be doing our group studies, and that will be art, our heritage studies, and nature studies. So stay tuned for a video on what I'm going to be using for that, but I do have a Good and the Beautiful nature notebook for her here, and we do morning basket as a family, and our Bible, we are still working through the answers in Genesis workbook, and so she still is doing the K-1 workbook with that. The last thing that I'm going to be showing you for her, and I will mention, if you see my preschool video, then she will be helping with some of those activities with my preschooler. And really what that is to do is, one, help her to be the instructor and assisting, reinforcing skills and things that she already knows. And then obviously it's helping with my preschooler as well, because I don't foresee her doing a full day as long as my other kids. We do also subscribe to Reading Eggs, and she loves doing Reading Eggs. She's actually on that more than any of my other kids, and it does show with her reading reinforcement. What I've done for all my kids is created them reader bins. And the reason I did this was because what would happen is, Mom, I'd be like, go read a book. They're like, what can I read? And I have right here behind me, if you look for my tour video, you'll see all my reading materials. And I'd be like, go to the reading bin. Well, they wouldn't know what stuff was for them or their reading level. So I went to Ross and just bought these little $4 wicker baskets. And I will try to link some down below, similar on Amazon. But I got them these wicker baskets, and I put every reader that is at their age level or their reading level in here. And I do stuff that's a little bit below as well, because I like them to build fluency at this age, even if they can do it. And then I also put some stuff that's a little harder for them, because I want them to be challenged whenever they do choose to do this. In her reading bin, I put a timer for her just to time. I'm like, hey, go do 20 minutes of reading. She can time herself doing it. It's fun. They're little animal timers. I'll link those below as well. I also put in the Hot and Dots reader in here. I have the kindergarten and the grade 1 in here. I put all of the Bob books and the Good and the Beautiful little reader books that I have in here. I think I have another Good and the Beautiful, the kindergarten primer book in here. And those are all for like fluency, reinforcements. I put the Leapfrog ABC just to go over some sounds and phonics. And I also put her last year's, it came in hooked, Focus 5 BJU cards in here. She has some of the bigger Bob books, if you could see, the bigger Bob books in here that she could work through. All of the All About Reading level 1s are also in here for her to do. And she has already started reading some of these. I also put in some of her readers from last year from her kindergarten and to read through here. And I actually challenged her to try to read the parent section of that. So that is all I have for my first grader that will last her for the year. I am super excited to do some of this stuff. I also do a lot of games, manipulatives, and things like that. So I will try to show some of those throughout the year so you guys can see what our structure is. Please check out my homeschool room tour video, and you can see that we actually don't school in this room. We made a small homeschool space in our dining room, and that is where she'll be doing school at. I also did not do calendar notebooks this year. If you have followed me for a while, you know I always do a big calendar notebook. I do printables in it, and it's just I love doing calendar notebooks. But I feel like my kids were kind of graduating out of using those, and so I bought planners this year. So I will do a planner reveal video for you guys and let you guys see what they'll be using. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions, leave them below. Check out the information in the description box. Hopefully you will comment, like, and subscribe. You guys, I'll see you later.